So you decide you want to race in F1, the pinnacle of motorsports. Well, too bad, because unless your dad has millions of dollars to throw away, you're probably screwed. Or if you're watching this and you're older than about the age of 12, you're probably screwed as well. Before this video continues, if you have not subscribed and turned on notifications, please do that now if you want to see more content from me. Thank you. Most people start off with karting, and most people start very young. Both Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso started when they were 3. Most of the drivers on the grid started in the age range from about 8 to 12. Karting career that would take you all the way up to pro levels would probably cost at least $300,000. Karting has a ladder from renting a Honda 4-stroke at your local kart track all the way up to international competitions in a 2-stroke kart that probably costs more than your car. So you're really good at this karting thing, and you decide you want to take the next step. The next logical step would be F4. In total, there are 13 F4 championships, so if you live in a developed country, there's probably one not too far away. F4 cars are super light and nimble. They weigh anywhere from 550 to 600 kilograms and have 160 to 180 horsepower. Most of the motors are supplied by Honda or Ford. Championships that use more modern chassis use either Mygale or Tatuus chassis. The Formula 4 US Championship uses older Legier chassis. The highest level of F4 is the Italian F4 Championship. Some big names have raced, including Ollie Bearman, Kimi Antonelli, and champion Lando Norris. Many efforts have been made to keep the costs of racing lower, but one season in the Italian F4 Championship costs anywhere from $250,000 to $350,000. So you did really good in Formula 4. The next championship in the ladder is Formula Regional. In total, there are 5 Formula Regional championships on almost every continent. The chassis used are F3 chassis made by either Tatuus or Legier and weigh anywhere from 650 to 680 kilos. They have significantly more power and downforce than the F4 cars. These cars have 270 horsepower from inline 4s made by Honda, Toyota, or Alpine. Around Spa, the Formula Regional cars lapped about 5 seconds faster per lap than the Formula 4 cars. This series costs even more to run than F4, with a competitive seat costing anywhere from $800,000 to $1 million per season. The next series on the ladder is Formula 3. Basically, every F1 driver has raced in this series. These cars have 380 horsepower from a naturally aspirated 3.4-liter engine supplied by Mecachrome. The chassis for these cars are made by Dallara, which is the same company that makes IndyCar chassis and the chassis for Haas F1 team. The Formula 3 cars are about 5 seconds faster per lap than the Formula Regional and about 11 seconds per lap faster than Formula 4. These cars are still about 15 seconds per lap slower than F1 cars. A competitive season of F3 costs anywhere from $800,000 to $1.2 million. The next series is F2. F2 is the highest of the F1 feeder series. The current championship, which is the 2026 F2 Championship, has 28 races across 14 rounds with 1 sprint race and 1 feature race. Like F3, the chassis are made by Dallara and the engines are made by Mecachrome. The engines used in F2 and F3 are both 3.4-liter V6s, except the ones in F2 are turbocharged. The problem with Mecachrome F2 engines is that they're extremely inconsistent in performance and unreliable. These cars are a little over 10 seconds per lap slower than F1 cars and are about 4 seconds faster per lap than F3 cars. A season of F2 costs anywhere from $2 to $3 million. There's a few other series I haven't mentioned that I'll mention now. The first one is sim racing. The most common platforms for sim racing are Assetto Corsa and iRacing. Few F1 drivers, including Max Verstappen, have gone on to sim racing and have done incredible things. The benefits with sim racing is that you can practice anytime and it gives you experience with actual cars, not karts. I can see a future where people go to F4 from sim racing instead of karts. Another benefit with sim racing is that it costs only about $1,000 to get into and a couple $100s a year to do. The next series I want to cover is GB4 and GB3. GB4 is a British championship that uses F4 chassis and a Fiat engine. The performance characteristics are very similar to F4. GB3 is about equivalent to Formula Regional. The GB3 cars are much more technologically advanced though, with DRS and more downforce. There's also Formula Ford 1600. Formula Ford is most popular in the UK and they have about 100 horsepower and no downforce. They are incredibly nimble, weighing only 400 kilograms. I hope you liked this video. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't like this video, press the dislike button twice. Please consider subscribing if you're interested in seeing more content from me. Thank you for watching.